Sagittarius, welcome to your solar eclipse reading. This is going to be a reading for the next sort of 6 months. This is a period that goes from this solar eclipse now on the 20th of April going through to the October. I think it's the 5th of October. I'm not quite sure. You have to check that out, but it's in 6 months' time. Similar sort of thing with the lunar eclipse reading, which will be on the happening on the 5th of May. I will be doing that not this weekend, but the following weekend. The reading will be for that. I'll start again. Sagittarius, welcome to your solar eclipse reading. This is going to be a 6-monthly reading. We're going to be going through here and seeing how it ties into that collective reading that we did that you'll find on our channel. Here is the overall energy. Here's the karmic message for the relationship side. Here's the karmic message for this material side. Here's how the universe is influencing the karmic message. This is how your guides are influencing your karmic message. It's almost like your past sort of like giving you advice, and here's how your future or the karmic or your guides are influencing the conversation that is within you, and this is the overall outcome for it all. This is a relationship side and my financial sort of side. Okay, this is going to be a 6-monthly reading because we have the solar eclipse, which is happening on the 20th of April, and the next one is in October sometime. We also have the lunar eclipse, which I'll be doing a reading in a couple of weeks on as well. I think that's going to be much more emotional rather than sort of material. But this here seems to be material, and I have got to say, most signs have been seeing changes happening in these 2 cards here, and this one here up here as well on the material side of the future self. Seems to be something coming in July and August. That's what it appears to be like, coming in from the outside world. Let's just see what your overall energy is. Ace of Pentacles. So, starting of a new journey, starting with a seed, an idea, a thought, which is almost comes in like a gift in a way from the outside world. It's like someone sort of saying something that makes you realize, when they're saying it, it makes you realize something in your life. So this could be as much for on the relationship side, but on the also for the financial side. I've got a funny feeling it's more sort of for the financial side. And it could be the starting of a new project for you, basically, during this period here. Or it could be just reinvigorating your career path or your business or your projects you've got at the moment. Let's just start on the relationship side and see what's going on here. So you've got this 7 of Pentacles. This is your karmic message. So nurturing your relationships that are around you. And it's, when we had the collective reading here, I kept sort of saying there's going to be people that are not going to understand this new logic in this new world. And we've seen it in the logic revolution already taking place, where a certain alcoholic beverage company was taken to task by its clients because of an action they had taken. And, you know, it was not one person saying one thing. It was a collective of people who just went, it doesn't compute with my logic anymore. And they reacted to it. And I think this is going to be more and more the case. And you're going to see this within relationships as well, that some people are just not going to get it. And, you know, you may love them dearly, but it might be difficult in order to sort of maintain those relationships unless, you know, the logic is sort of like unified. And this means you're going to nurture relationships. And I think these are new relationships for you. Yeah, you have the 10 of Pentacles here. So the 10 of Pentacles is sort of the universe is providing you with everything you need in abundance to sort of nurture those sort of relationships with other people. This could be family, friends, and community. I think it's more to do with friends and stuff like that more than anything else. But it could be to do with your community as well. It could well be to do with your family. As a personal one-to-one relationship, couple, not really getting that off that at the moment. This is the influences of your guides, your past in a way. So in a way, I think your guides here sort of saying, you know how to do this. You've got this. You're a very sociable creature, Sagittarius. And you do enjoy other people's companies. And you do enjoy being with other people and talking to them. and being absolutely at one with them. You know, it's great. You love it. Very humorous sort of side of life, and you've got this. And I think this is where your guides are sort of saying, yes, it's very well to nurture things. It's very material though, and I think it's down to the activities you're doing with these people. It could be going out for a meal together. It could be also going for a walk or something along those sort of lines. You know, you're actually doing something. And here is your guides are sort of saying, you know how to do this. You just got to go ahead and do it, sort of scenario, and you're really good at it. And you have the King of Wands, and your future self is sort of saying, yeah, you could lead the life that you so desire, which is really important at the moment, is to follow your creative side, to follow your inner desires and your goals and your wants in life. And I think this is where you're in a situation here that, yes, you do need to nurture these relationships, and nurturing them is actually going to provide you with a lot of stability and also a lot of passion in life, and connecting with people. That's what I feel. There's a lot of connecting and socializing as well that goes along with this. You know, we've got Pentacles and Wands, so we've got Earth and fire. So Earth is the fuel for the fire. So you've got enough fuel in you, and this is what they're saying about the 10 of Pentacles here. There was enough abundance within you. You've got to nurture that abundance and realize that you know, that any tricky situations you might have been in, you know how to be with other people, and you can ride that success with being with other people with absolute ease if you take the direction or the path yourself. And you have to be heading towards what you want to have as a passionate exchange with other people that are around you within the material world, it seems like. And as I say, this solar eclipse, I think, has more to do with the material than the emotional side. We'll see it on your lunar eclipse reading as well, the emotional sort of side. So on your karmic mission within your on your material side, we have the star. So going, as I was saying earlier on, being creative, seeking out your heart's desires, you know, your goals and stuff like that. And this is this period here where I think this is where it ties into this Ace of Pentacles as well, this gift or this opportunity that arrives on your door, which will lead you to really exploring your heart's desires and your goals within the material world. The universe here is these two cards here are absolutely beautiful together. First things first, you've got your karmic mission, which is the star, is your dreams and aspirations. That's basically what it is. And you should allow yourself to dream about sort of massive things like stars. The thing is with the Hermit has been through a lot. It's been through its shadow side of its life. It knows all the ins and outs of its being. And it's captured that star in its lantern. And it's using it as a guiding light to take them forward. So within your financial world, the universe is sort of saying, you have the possibilities to capture really your dreams and aspirations. And it seems to be that this is what you should be heading for or looking for within your karmic mind, within your life in the next sort of 6 months. After that, we have the guides here who are influencing this karmic message. This is like the past as well. This is something that you've built upon and it makes you very passionate about. I think it's passionate about success and getting that moment of, oh yeah, really working. That's what I think you've got to bring from your past into your present life and make that the fuel that actually drives you towards your star, drives you towards your ultimate dreams and aspirations. We will be clarifying these cards afterwards with the Light Seers cards, so it would be interesting to see that. So that's your past, sort of realizing your passions and allowing it to drive you on forward. And as you drive on forward, you've got the Three of Wands. I think there is a certain degree of letting things come to you, but also it's the main thing is preparing for that journey. And as things come to you and you start heading off and hunting down your heart's desires within your material world, you're gonna have to realize that you're gonna have to observe what is going on around you, within the world around you, in order to make the best of the situation. I say this simply because these are the cards here which I've been having people, a lot of signs coming up with complications coming from the outside of the world when we do the clarification. And here it could be a case of adjusting yourself to see what is coming into your life, because this is the old Harbour Master, the Three of Wands. And they've already accomplished the planning of their journey, as it were. And he wants to go on his journey. And at the moment, he's only observing the boats coming in and the boats going out, and seeing the opportunities that are available for him. So I think it's being very astute with what's going on around you, and being prepared to move at any given time. And I wouldn't procrastinate on this. And I think this is why you've got the Knight of Wands here below it. You've got nothing but wands at the top here, which is really nice. And it's really passionate for you. But it's realizing that go-get-em attitude that you've had in your life. And now you need to start applying it within your life in the everyday. And it should be driven by your dreams and aspirations. And then we come up to the overall outcome is the Two of Pentacles. It's going to make you, I think this is on both sides, not only on your relationship side, but on your financial side. I think this solar eclipse here is going to focus your ideas on what is really important to you in life. You've got the Ace going through to the Two. This is a very progressional sort of thing, and a very steady progressional thing over the next 6 months. I think within July and August, it's going to focus your attentions on certain aspects of your relationships, but certainly within your financial world, within your jobs, your business, and your projects. There, I think you're going to really start homing in on those dreams and those aspirations. I think they're going to be coming through later on in the 6 month season. But it's going to provide for you a very passionate 6 month life. Let's see what's going on with the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, we've got the Six of Cups. So it's a little bit like the Knight of Wands here. It's also realizing, where you've come from, what you've done in order to get to where you are. Those beautiful memories of what creates you. And in a way, it's like this new opportunity that's coming through. There should be a lot of lessons that you'll be able to bring forward into this life in order to get what you want, in order to nurture those relationships, and also to actually live your dreams and desires within your financial world, and not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. It's realizing how happy life can be within that. Okay, with the nurturing, the karmic message is, there is decisions to be made. And I think your decisions should be, and some of them could be quite difficult if you were to look at them mentally, or trying to equate your emotions in your mental sort of life. If you try and do that, they're going to seem really difficult. If you realize that you should be following your passions in life, and what are the things that make you passionate as well, the moment you do that, I think you're going to be able to realize what relationships need nurturing and what relationships don't, basically, within you. So I think the decision becomes crystal clear once you start getting involved with your passions, basically. With the Ten of Pentacles, you get the Ten of Cups. So happiness after difficulty. I think it's realizing this is what life is all about, and there's no time to waste anymore. And I know it could be a little bit of a difficult situation, but I think you need to nurture this idea with that Seven of Pentacles as well, of your happiness, and realizing that you have the abundance of happiness within you, which you can share through your passions for life with other people that are around you. You've got the Six of Wands, which is that knowing your success, knowing how good you are, knowing what beautiful gifts you can bring to the party. That's what it seems like. And the main thing is you've got to be following on and leading your passions in order to give these gifts to the people that are around you. With the King of Wands, you have the King of Cups. Nothing but cups coming out there, which is really nice. The overall thing is, through that passion, there is a lot of emotions. And you're gonna be on top of the world in a way. It's gonna make life as you go forward very plain sailing for you. It's going to be easy to get involved in your passions and involved with other people, and to have that happiness after difficulty by instigating your passions into activities with the people that are around you. If you start doing that, you're going to feel like, yeah, life is the best. The best. Let's see what's going on this side here. So we have the Star card with the Two of Pentacles. It's the completion of that journey over the 6 months. And I think this is sort of saying to you, keep your eye on the goal. Keep your eye on the ball. You know, make sure you're really in contact with your dreams and aspirations. With the Hermit, we get the King of Wands, which is opposite here. It's transgressing across the both here now. So it's heading down that journey. The Knight of the Hermit is also holding that one staff and holding the star in the other hand. Here we have the King of Wands here of having the courage and the conviction of their journey. And you should be, this idea that comes through to you, and I think it's an idea that maybe that's been there because we got the Six of Cups. It's maybe an idea that you may have given up on years and years ago that actually comes back on the surface, and it makes you realize, actually, that was one of my dreams and aspirations. And this is possibly this idea of what's coming in from the past could really be your future. With the Knight of Pentacles, with the Knight of Wands, we get the Ace of Pentacles again. I was talking about that idea. I think this is a passion that comes from the past, of an idea that you had maybe before, that now you have an opportunity to put into place that idea. And I think it's going to be really, make you feel really fulfilled about what you're doing within your material life. With the Three of Wands, we get the Four of Cups. There is a degree, and I didn't want to say this with the Three of Wands because I know you're working hard, Sagittarius, but there is a certain degree of procrastination within you that needs to change. And this, I think, comes from the outside event in the outside world. It may put a bit of dent in your in those dreams and aspirations. And I wouldn't look to the outside world. I would look constantly within you. If you do that, you will not miss the opportunities which are being offered to you. You will stop procrastinating and get on and do. With the Two of Pentacles, we get the Five of Swords. When through July and August of sort of like concentrating, getting really focalized on one aspect of life and really sort of like putting your energy and your effort and your money into particular areas that give you the rewards, you're going to find that naturally you're going to be walking away from situations around you which were a bit of a headache. And that means as much within your relationship side, and that was I was talking about where, you know, even it might well be people that you love, but the logic is no longer there. You no longer live in the same world. And that's what that could be as well, walking away from that. It could also be walking away from something that you've been doing in your life because something from the past has come to the surface and there's no longer a headache with that old type of business or that job that you've been doing, because you're going to be getting that new job and walking away from what you might have thought was not a good career that you were in at the time. Whatever it is, there's an opportunity to be seized upon. And I think that opportunity takes away a lot of the conflict and headaches that you might have found yourself within your material world. So there you go, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for being here, being part of the Astroflower family. I do hope you get the best out of this reading. We will be having your weekly readings coming up. And on Sunday, I will be doing your monthly reading for the month of May on the collective, and your individual reading will come out on Tuesday. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.